ecosystem. Unit 2 was ecosystem. In last lecture, we have completed the unit 2 ecosystem. That was in the types of ecosystem, components of the ecosystem, organization of ecosystem, ecological pyramid, then its types, then productivity of the ecosystem, then energy flow in the ecosystem, and ecological succession. These are all covered in the unit 2 ecosystem. Unit 3 is the natural resources. Now we are going to start the unit 3 natural resources. It includes renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So what is natural resource? Now we are going to see that what is natural resource. What are its types? How it is classified into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So due to rise in population, there is the use of these natural resources is increasing. They are uh, utilized all over the world. So there may be wastage of these natural resources. So due to increase in population or the these resources are not prevented properly, they will be harmful to the environment. So this requirement or this demand of the human demands for energy and materials, so that is increase with the increase in the population. जसं population वाढलंय तसं ते natural resources त्याचं utilization वाढलेलं आहे. Natural resources मध्ये काय it includes food, milk and milk products, or any other sources, water, clothes for living, shelter, clothes for wearing, shelter for living, and food for eating. There are three basic things are required. Every human being is required, and also every organism which exists in the environment, they will depend upon this uh, this this basic requirement. So with the increase in the population, so this demand is increasing, and also with the increase of population, these resources may be wasted. They are not used properly. They may be affected to the environment. So these resources should be preserved so that next generation in the future, these resources can be preserved, that can be utilized, that can be useful for the future generation, next generation. So these resources should be preserved. So there is a due to rise in population, or if these resources are not used properly, there may be degradation of the natural ecosystem or deterioration of the fertile soils. Pollution is increased. Pollution of the environment is increased. So therefore, in the future, it will be difficult for the world food production to keep pace with the growing demands. With the growing demand, with the demand of the person, demand of the population. So these resources should be preserved. So this food production should be in should be in pace with the growing demand of the population. This is the importance of the natural resources. Why to preserve these natural resources? So what is natural resource? What is natural resources? The resource which is obtained from the nature, जे निसर्गापासून मिळालेलं आहे. The resource which is obtained from nature. जे निसर्गापासून काय काय मिळालेलं आपल्याला? Got the water. बाहेर गेले. Water for drinking. Got the food, different types of plants, and different types of trees, or which produce their own food. From that we get the food. Then from that, by using that resource, we can construct the buildings. We can make the different types of clothes for wearing, and we can make the we can use the food. We can take the different types of crops in various seasons that will be useful for the which is used for the human being. So the resources which are naturally exist, that are called natural resources. So what are its types? Types of it is divided into biotic resource and abiotic resource. हे दोन types आहेत जे आपण ecosystem मध्ये पाहिले, biotic component and abiotic component. Biotic components which includes all the producers, consumers and decomposers. Abiotic resource which is abiotic component which includes soil, air, water. So the resource which is useful for the man, or it can be transferred into useful product. So it can be useful product can be made that will be utilized by the man. That resource is utilized by the human being or other living organisms. Therefore, it is called natural resource, which is the resource which is obtained naturally. Air is obtained naturally, water, soil, different types of plants, trees, different factors, climatic factors, edaphic factors, topographical factors. This is all which are exist in the nature. Naturally, it is obtained. Okay. So त्यामध्ये biotic resource and abiotic resource दोन types आहेत. So biotic resource means what? The resource which is directly or indirectly derived from photosynthetic activity of the green plants. जे आपल्याला plant पासून मिळते. Plants, trees, you can get the food, like get the get the different types of foods. You can grow different types of plants, or farmers they grow different types of crops in different season throughout the year, like wheat crop, sugarcane, then rice crops, and cotton, soybean. In this way, different types of crops are taken throughout the year in different season. So these are directly or indirectly derived from the photosynthetic activity. Due to photosynthetic process, green plants utilize the solar energy. They convert the solar energy into chemical energy. Okay. So during the process, they make their own food, and that will be useful for the human being and all the living organisms. So these are the biotic resource. समजला biotic resource म्हणजे काय? Natural resource समजला natural resource. This is a type of natural resource, biotic resource. The resource which is directly or indirectly derived from the photosynthetic activity of the green plants. So यामध्ये biotic resource मध्ये काय काय येणार? Foods of different types. Food that is required for the human being and for all the animals, etc. And fruits of different kinds, wood and wood products, which are used for construction of the buildings, for uh, for shelter. Then fibers, milk and milk products, fish meat, leathers, etc. They are all come under biotic resource. कशामध्ये येतात? Biotic resources. These are the biotic resource. Also, coal, oil, and natural gas are also biotic resources, as they were produced by the photosynthetic activity of the plants. These are also coal, oil, natural gas. This is also biotic resources. तुम्हाला biotic resource कुठले आहेत? What are the abiotic resources? Abiotic resources which include minerals, mineral materials, fresh water, rocks, salts, or chemicals. These are all included in the abiotic products. In this, biological activity is not involved in their formation. Biological activity is not involved during the formation of these resources. Therefore, these resources are called abiotic resources. समजा दोन्हीमध्ये difference biotic resource and abiotic resource कुठले आहेत? Biotic resources are food, fruits, wood, fiber, milk and milk products, fish meat, leather. They are the biotic resources. Abiotic resources are mineral materials, fresh water, rocks, salts, and chemicals. These are the abiotic resources. These are the two types of natural resource. This natural resource which are naturally obtained, which exist in nature, these are called natural resources. So these resources that is useful for the man and every living organism. So this can be transformed into useful product that will be useful for the human being and all the living organisms. समझना दोनों में difference. Then renewable and non-renewable resources. What is renewable resources? Renewable resources are those which can be regenerated. Once they use, they can be regenerated again. They are called renewable resources. And non-renewable means the resources which cannot be generated. Once they are exhausted, they cannot be regenerated again. Therefore, they are called non-renewable resources. There is a difference between renewable and non-renewable resources. समजा दोन्हीमध्ये difference. समजलं नसेल तर विचारा. Anyone having doubt? Please ask. You can ask in chat box. You can unmute yourself and you can ask. Renewable म्हणजे काय? The resources which can be regenerated. Once they exhausted, they can be regenerated again. But non-renewable resources cannot be regenerated once they are exhausted. What they include? What are the non-renewable resources and renewable resources? The non-renewable resources, which includes the mineral deposits, high-grade mineral deposits, deposits of the fossil fuels, are non-renewable resources. So such as coal, oil, natural gas. These are the non-renewable resources. So which is present on our planet, which may be consumed completely. So for formation of these resources, they require millions of years. For formation of these resources, it requires millions of years. So what are the renewable resources? As you have seen, wood, wood fiber, fodder, fruits, vegetables, meat and milk products. These are all renewable resources. This can be regenerated again and again as long as photosynthesis process continues on this planet. These resources can be regenerated, but non-renewable resources, they cannot be regenerated once they exhausted. Similar difference between renewable resource and non-renewable resources. Similar seltri vichara. What is the basic human requirement to utilize these resources, these natural resources, which includes this biotic resource and abiotic resources, renewable and non-renewable resources. So biosphere all over the world, throughout the our planet. So biosphere, which is largely composed of dozen of lighter elements with molecular weights lower than the 40, from which these elements which are linked together by chemical bonds during the formation of the during formation of these elements, the energy is used. So it contains the molecular lighter elements with molecular weights having weight lower than the 40. They are linked together by chemical bonds during their formation. So the basic human requirement is that the energy required for energy which is consumed by the consumers, as well as in the ecosystem. Producers, they make their own food by utilizing the sunlight, solar energy, and that after making their own food, that uh, uh, food that will be utilized by the consumers. The 10% energy that will be consumed by the consumers. Out of 100% energy, 10% energy is consumed by the consumers. Then everyone, it may be uh, consumers or decomposers, they will depend upon the producers. So this primarily green plants, they will utilize the solar energy. That is the starting point of that uh, of that ecosystem, of that cycle of that grassland ecosystem. This is starting point, first stage of the that plants or producers, utilize the solar energy. So in addition to the food and water, the modern man requires a large number of other things also, like shelter for living, clothes for wearing, transportation for moving one place to another place, entertainment facilities, defense facilities, medicines. These are some basic human requirements. So therefore, every human being, they will require both the material, both these uh, needs. They will require these materials, all the resources, and energy resources of different kinds in a huge quantities. So these resources which are grouped here, resources that can be that is utilized by the human being, that is divided into these 5 groups: food resources, water resources, energy resources, mineral resources, and forest and wildlife resources. These are the 5 groups of the resources, natural resources. First essential resource is the food, then water, then energy, minerals, forest and wildlife resources. So these resources are not equally distributed throughout the world. Therefore, each one having its own importance. We tend to recognize the value of that resource only when there is a scarcity. When there is a scarcity of particular resource, maybe food or any water or any other resource. When we recognize the importance of that resource, when there is a scarcity of that resource, if that resource is not available. So every resource has having its own importance. You can recognize their importance when there is a scarcity of that resource. If water is not available, if any particular region or area, if there is scarcity of water, then you can understand the value of that water and food. So there is a plenty of the water is available all over the world, but the importance of that resource you can understand when there is a scarcity. If there is a deficiency of that resource. So in case of desert, semi-desert regions, so there is a deficiency of water. Or so you can understand that importance of the resource when there is a scarcity of that resource. If it is abundantly available, you cannot recognize its importance. So therefore, that resource should be preserved properly, or conservation of that resource should be done. Resource conservation should be done. So this resource conservation is done when you can understand the importance of that resource. So natural resource classification. Now we are going to see natural resource classification. Classification of these natural resources. Now we have seen the classification. Main classification is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. In this natural resource classification, which includes renewable resources and non-renewable resources, the resources are inexhaustible and exhaustible resources. हमारे फर्स्ट टाइप का है इनएग्जॉस्टिबल रिसोर्सेस. इनएग्जॉस्टिबल म्हणजे काय? The resources which are incapable of adverse change to the man's activity. It does not change. They are inexhaustible. They can be regenerated again. They are immutable. Inexhaustible मध्ये first type आहे immutable. What is immutable resource? The resource which is incapable of adverse change to the man's activity. They can be regenerated again. These resources can be regenerated again. They are inexhaustible. They exhaust होत नाही. They cannot exhaust, or then they will not be changed. So what are its resources? What are the immutable resources included in that? Wind power, precipitation, rainfall, tidal power, from then atomic energy, from which by utilizing this wind power, tidal power, atomic energy, to generate the electricity. Therefore, these are inexhaustible resources, or they are called immutable resources. Inexhaustible resources means first type, immutable resources. Second is miserable resources. So what are the miserable resources? These resources may be exhausted, but if we use properly, if the quality of that resource is maintained, then this resource will be inexhaustible. That resources are said to be miserable resources. Miserable resources में क्या कहते हैं? Solar power, atmosphere, atmospheric air, temperature, ocean, water power of flowing streams. These are the miserable resources. These are the two types under inexhaustible resources: immutable resources and miserable resources. ये दोन types है. समझ लो inexhaustible resources. These are the inexhaustible resources. Then exhaustible resources. What are the exhaustible resources? The exhaustible resources, which includes these two types of resources: maintainable resources, which includes renewable resources and non-renewable resources. These are the two types under maintainable resources. हे कशामध्ये येतात? एक्झॉस्टिबल रिसोर्सेस मध्ये. So which are the exhaustible resources? First one is renewable resource and second one is non-renewable resources. So maintainable resources are those resources which can be its permanency will be depend upon the use of these resources, how these resources are utilized, how these resources are maintained. Depending upon that, its permanency is dependent. These are maintainable resources. Therefore, these resources are called maintainable resources. त्यामध्ये दोन टाइप्स आहेत, renewable resources and non-renewable resource. Renewable resource we have seen now. The renewable resource which can be regenerated. Once they exhausted, they can be regenerated. And non-renewable resources are the resources which cannot be regenerated again once they exhausted. So with proper planning and management of the human being, who can maintain these resources or can conserve the resources. How to make the proper planning and management to preserve these resources, so that there should not be there will not be any scarcity of that resource. These resources are water in place, in soil fertility should not be affected. Water should not be polluted. There should not quantity of water required for for a particular city or town, that should be the demand of that water. That should be total demand of the water for that is required for supplying water to the particular city or town. So that should be made available. So there should not be any scarcity, and you should preserve the fertility, soil fertility, and products of the land, like agriculture products, products related to forest, then for other products. So this all the resources should be preserved. Products of the lakes, streams, impoundments, like from which we get the uh, freshwater fish and black bass, lake trout, catfish. These products of the lake, these are the products of the lakes that should be preserved. In human resources, these are all renewable resources. In non-renewable resources, once they exhausted, they cannot be regenerated again. This includes mineral resources, fossil fuels, species of the wildlife. This should be preserved. These are all non-renewable resources. These are the types of the natural resource. Some of the classification, which includes inexhaustible resources and exhaustible resources. Inexhaustible मध्ये काय types आहेत? Immutable resource and miserable resources. Exhaustible मध्ये maintainable resources, which includes renewable resources and non-renewable resource. These are the two types. Some of the classification of the natural resource. समजलं असेल तर विचारा. Okay, after 1 minute, this session will close. After 1 minute, you have to rejoin again with same link. Okay.